Can you speak freely? So I have a question. When you sleep with a woman, okay. When you sleep with a woman, a dude told me that some women's private parts are warmer than other women's private parts. Is that true? I don't know a lot about sex. But he said that, and I was trying to be cool, but I was like, I have to be honest. I don't have that much sexual experience, so I don't know if that's even a true statement. Is that true? Like, say you slept with me and you slept with Kim. Could my private area be warmer on the inside? Is that true?
What's the answer?
Oh, I still don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're live. The music didn't fucking work. The screen didn't load. Whatever. I think this is working. Whatever. We'll see. I'm watching it right now. Man, that fucking the lag on when you push it on the Streamlabs to the YouTube is terrible.
To the YouTubes.
To the YouTubes. I'm talking like a parent. Anyways, welcome to Friday Fallout, guys. Good to see you here. As you see, I have my lovely co-host, Cordles Cody, right here. I didn't take off my fat guy sweaty gloves before the stream, so you know what? We're gonna deal with it. Anyways, what's up? So let's go ahead and hit the chat real fast.
My fat guy sweaty gloves.
I wear these because, dude, you know me in person. I'm a sweaty guy, you know. So like my Xbox controller, I'm not paying like $400 to get one that's ribbed for my pleasure. You know, I'm gonna go spend $20 on some gloves, and then
Those are your gaming gloves? Are you serious?
My gaming gloves, my computer gloves, and I have everything that's not like Xbox controller, super smooth, and then I have the fucking Apple stuff and there's like no texture. Anyways. Enough of my weird sweaty hands touching stuff. Speaking of which, let's talk to the chat real fast, and then we'll get into buffets and all that shit. I'm a little timed out. I smoked before we started. I shouldn't have. I usually do it before. Anyways, T Getsay is going to come by and check the replay later, so good to see you dropping in for a quick second, bro. Hope you enjoyed the replay. We got Mr. Jangles, who also has to maybe go pick up his daughter. Looks like she might have hurt her wrist, so hopefully that all heals up good, man. But it's good to see you here. Mr. Mowgli Vapes is here. We got Dennis Michael, good to see you, bro. Drip Vibe Vapor, what's up, man? We actually, it took me 2 weeks, but I finally sent out his prize from last week, or 2 weeks ago today, so that's good. Mr. David Moyle, and yeah, Django says I'm Chris Swaggins. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it on the Monday show. We actually were able to get him to come on with us, with me and Breeze Tones and Legion, and it was me and Swaggins, so yeah. Anyways, Cody, what's up, dude?
What up? What's poppin'?
Yeah, what's poppin'?
It is uncanny how how much of a doppelganger you guys are. Like, that shit was weird.
It's funny because I always thought that maybe I was separated from a family, that my life shouldn't have been that bad. I'm thinking maybe I'm like that bastard kid. They're like, you know what? We'll keep this one, but not that one. They look close enough, you know what I mean? So I want some child support.
Yeah, because, like, with the mustache, and then, like, you guys had the, like, same glasses, and then just, like, a hat on. I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst...
That's the same person.
The worst part is like, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I don't look like anyone in my family at all. Like, none of it. I mean, maybe a little bit with, like, if I grew the mullet, and, like, if I couldn't grow facial hair and been, like, a white trash piece of shit like my brother Charlie. But no, I got fortunate enough to have hair, so yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, pluses and
minuses. But the worst part is, me and Cody were talking before the stream, guys, and so if it starts going into it, it's going to happen. He was talking about that song Laffy Taffy by D4L, and now I can't get out of my head. Sorry. Yeah.
Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy.
Yeah. Switch that birth twins, but it's all good. Yeah, I guess it's all good. I don't know. So Cody, what are you vaping on, dude? Let's get into buffets.
I went back to my go-to shit. Pixie, chilled, mango lime. You know.
You lost that for a while, like you couldn't find it, right?
No, I just ran it out, and then I decided, like, I was like, well, I got like 5 bottles of like pink and blue that I should probably use before I go out and spend more money on some shit that
You probably should
I don't
save your money on.
that I don't really have to. But now after that one's out, I'm gonna have to go get some of that iced pink or blue or whatever. Yeah, all any of those. Probably get them all 5,
Yeah.
just because I'm like that.
I don't know if I try them all, but is that all you're vaping on then?
Yeah,
In the top side?
yeah, same shit.
Nothing
Like
new?
I just switched like yesterday from blue or pink maybe. One of those two. I got both of them, but I switched back to that yesterday.
Yeah. So,
That's my go-to.
I did switch it up. I did get well, I got 2 new juices today, but I'm only doing 1 right now until I go through this bottle. But top side with the goat as usual, not the fancy, but I did get Dwayne's new punch. It's fruit punch, and man, this shit fucking slaps. It's super bomb. And I was trying to describe it to Cody before the show, and this is why I don't do reviews, because my references for
Yeah.
stuff is very obscure.
I would not have bought the juice going from.
And this is why, I'll tell you it's good, but don't ever ask me to do flavor notes, because I'll start saying shit that doesn't make sense. But it's like
It's gonna
every. It's got the.
hint of cinnamon or some shit.
Well, here's my thing. So I'll explain it, because I don't think anyone else has tried it yet. It just came out today, I think. So, anyways, it's a fruit punch. It's dead on. It slaps you in the face with Hawaiian punch, when you're a kid or growing up. That stuff. Still super. It's super fucking bomb. But I was trying to describe the flavor to it, because
Sensational.
it's I don't know if this is gonna make sense. And obviously, like I said, this isn't a review because I don't do that. I kind of get a little. If you guys know what I'm talking about, when you eat cinnamon candy, when you eat the candy, you get the sweet part of the cinnamon, and then it builds up to that tangy zap part, the spicy part. I was trying to say it has that part before that part, but see, this is why I don't do this. This is why I don't do reviews. This is why I don't do that.
Yeah, that's.
I know it doesn't make sense because now I'm saying it, and I'm like, dude, you sound like an idiot.
At the same time, I mean, it's better than those people that just come in there and they're like, tastes like fruit punch. And you're like, okay, well, is it a good fruit punch, a bad fruit punch? Is it
It's
citrusy?
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, it just kind of tastes like fruit punch.
Yeah. So it's delicious. I fucking love it. And if that makes sense, I know it probably won't make sense to anyone else, to me. But it's the sweet part of cinnamon. Obviously, it's strawberry or something. I don't have I probably have taste buds, but I don't have 10,000 taste buds. Let it sit on my palate. I don't know how to do that, but yeah.
You mean you don't put cinnamon in your fruit punch?
No, I mean, I've had some weird shit, but I've never had cinnamon fruit punch. Anyways, it's not cinnamon.
It'd be like a fruit chata.
Yeah, a fruit chata. There you go. No,
Or-
a fruit colada. No, I don't know. But that's
I was
super
like
bomb.
like horchata mixed with fruit punch,
Yeah,
which sounds absolutely disgusting. So just
yeah. But this juice is not disgusting, and don't take my review for it. It's fucking delicious. I've been vaping it all day. But I also did go by, and I was able to. I haven't tried it yet, but you guys know that I'm a big proponent of Anarchist Pink. So they released the flavors in ice with the menthol or whatever now. I haven't tried it yet, but that's going to be the next thing I do after I get through this skunk bottle. And I'm looking forward to it because I've been doing the pods recently just because, around the pool, whatever, and they're easy to use. But because most of them are iced, it has that menthol hit. And I like the menthol, man. When I was a cigarette smoker, I'd smoke Newports. I like menthol.
same.
Yeah. Well, you always get fruit, the fruit ice and stuff. Yeah. So hopefully,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be good, but I haven't tried it yet. So that's what's going to be next.
I don't know. I have high hopes for it. I think it'll be good.
The only one that I was a little weird about is they did red, yeah, I think.
They did red, purple, blue, pink, and watermelon.
Yeah. And I don't know if blue sounds bomb, but I don't know if about red with the ice, but
Yeah, red's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've even ever had a grape menthol style flavor.
I'm pretty sure you did when we worked together.
I've actually no, I think I have. It was some white grape shit, something like that. But
Yeah. There's no ever any flavor in white grape. They call it white grape, but there's no grape.
Yeah, it's.
But yeah. So what do you guys in the chat? Throw us in what you guys are vaping on. And then also I want to shout out David Moyle says he can barely make sentences. And I also threw him a wrench. And Jangles is like, he needs a wrench. And David Moyle's been here forever. And I'm surprised we haven't given one yet. So yeah, go ahead and type all the swear words you want. And I won't have to approve it. Eventually we're going to get to a point on the Friday Fallout where everyone just has a wrench. And then everyone's just like posting like weird furry porn gifs or something. I don't know.
So last night got pretty hammered, and I was sitting here, and it was like 12:30, and I was like, "Man, fuck it, I'm hungry. I want some Del Taco." So I Postmated some Del Taco, but then like it was saying it was gonna be here at like 1:20 a.m., and I was like, "All right, cool."
Uber Eats
like,
after dark from Del Taco, man, you're right in the danger zone right there.
1:15 rolls around, and I'm like, they should almost be here. But then I looked, and like the dude hasn't even picked it up yet. And then somewhere in between there, I fucking fell asleep. Like I fell asleep just sitting in my chair right here. And so I woke up at like 6 a.m. just like with my neck like all broken and shit. And I was just like, fuck.
Was it on the porch?
So yeah, I ran downstairs and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, like, did you eat it?
Well, some of it was like chips and stuff that were like covered, so they were just like deteriorated, so I had to throw those away. But like the burrito and the like fries and stuff, I just threw them in the fridge and had them.
Yeah.
Like an hour ago. But yeah, that was not my most proud moment, but.
Do you do what I do? Do you have them like where they leave it at the door so you don't actually have to talk to them at all? Like I love that so much.
I don't know. I was asleep.
He was probably like knocking. He was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, I hope not. I mean,
well, I'm pretty sure if it was
like,
loud, your dad would have woke up or something.
Yeah, I feel like someone would have woke up.
Yeah,
but I think the dude just like was like, "All right, food's here," and like put it on the porch and just like bounced. And then I wake up and it's like, "Do you want to tip this dude?" And I was like.
Did you tip him?
Is it here? Yeah, I tipped him. I was like, well, I mean, I went down there and I was like, let me just make sure the food's like actually there, I guess. But yeah, it was disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, to be fair, like you said, you were drunk, you passed out ordering your food, and then like when you woke up, it's probably when you were hungry. So it was there when you needed it. So I mean, there's that plus side.
No, I don't really wake up or eat when I wake up.
Really?
I mean, sometimes, but like, I was still tired, but it's because I slept in my computer chair for like 5 hours, and I was just like, oh, fuck. Like, it's the worst.
Yeah. Shout out Overdrip in the chat. I see you in there. And then we got some people dropping in what they're vaping on. Tell us what you guys got. We what do you see? Drip Vibe Vapor with the Dead Rabbit on top of the Legend. Tango Melon inside, and then an Odium on top of the Vert, Blueberry Lemonade inside. Both have Twisted Timmy's Aliens. I don't think I've ever heard those coils before. I don't think I've ever heard those. And then Mowgli Vegas was talking about a Hawaiian Punch kid in the chat. And then, I don't know, he's talking about Hawaiian Punch had a kid in their 60s, 70s cartoon commercials that walloped the old dude in the face when he said he wanted Hawaiian Punch. Oh, I didn't know about any of that. Child stars, man.
It's the Hawaiian Punch dude.
Yeah. Shout out Lissy T's in the chat. Angel Baby in the Clouds. Go check her out on Instagram. Does great photos.
Hiya.
Mr. Vapor's Odyssey. And then David Moyles using his Mad Mod. Oh, I think he got that from us because I don't think anyone would buy Desire Design on purpose. And then the Serpent, Elevate, and some caramel cookie.
Like, just straight up diss him. We're like, man, dude, what a dog shit mod. Why'd you pick that one?
No, I mean, like, that's the thing about it. We'll get back to the buffets after this, but like Desire Design was terrible, and they fucked a lot of people over, man. And they were just shit people. They stole content from people. They didn't take care of their mods. So I give away their stuff because I had it because I did social media for them for a little bit.
Yeah, you had like a medium like flat rate box just full of like tester mods.
Yeah. Which I didn't put it in the post, and I forgot that I made a new graphic. We are going to do a giveaway later. It's going to be a shitty Desire Design mod, but it'll work for you. It's gonna be one of these little.
And that one's actually not that bad.
No, it's a decent mod. It's a decent mod. I don't like to use anything that's not Squonk anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. And it's crazy to me because Overdrip is in the chat and he says he doesn't like the Squonk, and I'm like, man, you're tripping. I don't think I'd be using an open system without that. Dude, you gotta rub it with like some spit.
What?
Your camera, it's probably dirty from you vaping on it, man.
I don't know, it looks pretty clean. I got like a thing for my glasses. Like
yeah, that's what I use, man. And then let's see, Overdrip has got the copper.
Nothing.
the copper Bonsati. Am I saying this right? Banaspati. I had you names. With the Copper Apocalypse V2, a Sammy Nitros, 5150 Aliens, and some Georgie from Clockwork Vapors. Let's see. David Walt said, yep, that's the mod he got from us. He just fixed the 510 today. Yeah, man, I'm glad it worked this long because I think he won that a while ago. And then Dennis Michael with the Double Barrel V3, a Fatality M25 with shots, 50 cal, and some Adams Alien coils. And I believe he means Mr. Steve's Brown's Breeze Tones with that one. Drip by Vapor, some of the best coils, a pack of 7 for $30 on special of all types. Nice, man. Vapor's Odyssey's got his Modus Minikin Reborn with a Passage RDA, vaping some DIY Irish coffee cake. Nice. And then David Moyle says that the 510 on that mod that he got from us, that's that Desire one, screw fell out, and the bitch worked for 8,700 puffs before opening the fix. So that's not too bad. You know, I still won't promote I still think they're a terrible company, but that mod lasted pretty good of time because I'm pretty sure that the PCB board, not Bird. It's all right, man. You don't have to be able to type. I think you're pretty lit right now. I think you're drunk. As you should be. I was gonna drink tonight, except the other night I had Cody was here, I had some friends over, and oh man, my butthole is dying. Nothing like that.
I had a little bit of that, but not too bad.
The pizza was a saving grace. Mowgli Vapes got his red boxer heavy tip with a Black Zeus X, full of 2 milligram cool berries that he's been making for 7 years. Yeah, shout out to Mowgli, dude. If you guys didn't know, he's been doing this shit for a long time. He also shares some funny fucking memes.
He's been doing this longer than I've been alive.
Shit, fucking what? It was I think it was telling you the other night when you were here. It's been 4 years now since or 3 years now since I've quit cigarettes and been vaping. So that was like
well, because I know you are you counting from because I know you stopped and then you started again a little bit and then you just completely stopped because you started being like that shit's gross. So
yeah. Yeah, it was 3 years. I saw it on Facebook. You know, you get the little memories or whatever. Flashbacks and stuff. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's good. But, so that happened. Otherwise, that's been good. I don't really have anything else. I didn't even do a tinfoil hat time tonight, so we're going to, bore these people to death.
Slacking.
What?
I said you're slacking.
Yeah, man. No, actually, we're going to have Cody perform the McDonald's rap he was talking about earlier.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you got to do it, man. I don't know if you guys remember. He brought it up. Back in the day, there was, when the first
not happening.
viral videos of that white guy ordering McDonald's or whatever, and he was rapping it. Dude, you got to do it, Cody. You did it before
I don't know if he was a white guy.
I thought it was a white guy. Might not have been a white.
I don't know. He could have been.
Maybe Hispanic.
It's dark.
Vapors Odyssey said, going on 16-month smoke free. Good for you, man.
Every day you don't smoke is a win. Yeah. My dad tried a couple times to quit, chewing, because he does, Copenhagen shit. And, I mean, unsuccessful. I've heard
it's hard to give that shit up.
Pretty hard to get off that stuff.
It's a lot.
I don't know.
I can't say for both. I did do both when I was in the military. I'd do dip and stuff. and all that shit. But I'll tell you, you'd probably keep dipping, and it'd be a lot harder to quit that because with cigarettes, you usually go outside, you know, or go to somewhere or something, you know. But with a dip, you can keep it in all day. Because, like, even back when I was, like, it was before I was in the Army and shit. I was working at Home Depot, and they had those little snooze packs and shit, you know. I always keep, like, 10 of those in, you know, ready to go. But that stuff's hard to give up. I had to stop doing it, though, because I have janky teeth, and so it always gets stuck in the front. And so when I talk to people, I look like a Beverly Hillbilly and shit. Drove by Vapor says in the chat, 4.5 years smoke free. Hell yeah, man.
Give him a can of dirt.
Yeah.
Well, because he's tried those ones. Like I bought him those ones where it was like coffee ground pouches because he likes coffee and stuff. But he tried it for like a week and then was like, "Fuck this!" And then he like tried some other shit that was like weaker or something, supposed to help you like get off it. And he was like, "No, that shit don't taste good." He just went back to like his regular stuff, and I don't know.
A lot of that stuff, dude, it's hard to get out of the habit of it, especially when you get used to doing it for a long time. Because, like, my thing was waking up and smoking a cigarette first thing in the morning, you know?
I think, because I think he started in the Army, so, like, 18, 19, somewhere right there, and he just turned 50. So, like, he's been doing it, you know, 32 years.
Like, as long as I've been alive, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
some habits are hard to break, man.
Yeah.
I know that he's not a big fan of the vape stuff, but have you ever tried to like talk to him? I'm like, you wanna try that? No.
I asked him one time, like when I was like fresh out of high school, and I was like, "Would you care if I got one?" And he was like, "Yeah, you don't need to be doing that shit." And I was like, "Okay." And that was like the last of it. Every now and then he'll like bring it up and be like, "You're not doing that shit, are you?" And I'm like, "No." And then he's just like,
"Why do you always
okay.
smell like cheesecake?"
Yeah, so I don't know. He probably knows. He just doesn't care enough. I don't know.
Sometimes, you know, people just don't want to break the habit, you know? That's the whole thing, is like you got to be able to make that choice on your own. And then Mowgli Vape in the chat says snooze would probably be good for him, the little pouches, you know? But I don't know, man. Some people that are hardcore on that stuff, they like to stick to it. I had this guy that he was my motor sergeant. He was a staff sergeant. And he was like a country guy, like from Utah and stuff, all about hunting and like the government's too big and all this stuff. Anyways, he was always doing like the dips, like the Copenhagen. That fool like would swallow like the whole plug. We'd be like doing a formation, and you're not supposed to have it in like when you're in a formation and stuff. And he's in like front of like the platoon, you know. And like they come up and you just see him go and just swallow the whole thing. I'm just like, what the hell? You do that like 2 or 3 times a day.
What a fucking monster.
Yeah, dude. His insides gotta just look like fucking the alien mouth when it opens up. You know what I mean? Like that shit's gross. And then Overdrip says he's got us on a 75-inch TV right now. Oh my god, dude, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, sorry that I'm blurry.
Cody looks like we're doing the what is it, like the
It's like I'm blurry as fuck.
What are those
Usually
old school AOL chats?
After...
Welcome to our MSN Messenger.
Let's see if it works. Hey, it worked. He's like, "Oh God, turn it off." I can see his face now.
Shout out Dennis Michael in chat also shared that October 15th will be 11 years for him. Holy dog crap, you've come through the whole process of vaping. If you were there, like if that's what like got you off it right away, because I remember like when we were at local and stuff, seeing the old school stuff. You guys had to deal with like the carts, those little 510 carts, or you guys would have like the braided wires and
the braided wire coils, and like the cartomizers, all that shit, like those.
Yeah.
Oh man, when we went through all those old tips and stuff, like that were for the cartos, like there was like fucking 100 different types, and we had handfuls of them.
Yeah.
And it's just like no one's ever gonna use a 310 tip anymore because it's just too small. Like
310 maybe if you do like the THC cartridges or something, you know, but you don't do custom ones on those. You just get disposables.
Like, yeah, they don't have a, like, you can't swap them out or anything. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some. Like I think Yeah, no, they all just come with the
hard top.
yeah, the top where you just take it off and toss it whenever it's done.
Yeah.
So there's no point in
Unless you're like
customizing
in the weed industry, you probably don't refill your cartridges. You don't do that because even if you are, you probably don't do it because that's a pain in the ass with those tiny carts to do all that for the tiny cart when you could just buy a new one.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, you see Cody? Well, I was talking about this before. He's hitting his vape while he's charging it. Well, tell us what's wrong with that.
Yeah, let me know.
Let's see.
Let me know what you got to say in the chat, you know.
Yeah, because we were talking about this, and I was when like I first started doing this YouTube stuff, and I would get super drunk on here, and I'd be, hitting my vape with it plugged in and the batteries in it, and then I'd always get like death stuff from the chat. And I'll be honest with you, I know it's wrong, but I don't know why it's wrong. So let's all learn something tonight. Let's all learn something tonight. Dennis Michael said, "Yep, Sigga likes." Yeah, man. Back when I did try those blues and stuff like that when they came out, like the little ones. It wasn't like the blue brand, but they look like those. The little tip lit up.
Yeah, they were. I think they were called. Yeah, they're called blue, like BLU.
Yeah.
I think I've tried those once or twice, but there's nothing to it. Like it doesn't. That was like the original vapor thing. So
they weren't that
or the
good.
Original.
I didn't like them.
They taste like shit.
I remember I was.
Or they had like no flavor.
Yeah. It just tasted like when you get to the ass end of a pod now, like a disposable. It just tastes like you're breathing in like hot, moist.
Honestly, never had. I've only hit a disposable once or like a couple times, but I've never like had one.
Yeah, I tried it when I was I was still in the army. We'd go on like this month-long training and call it in the field, but we're just out in the middle of nowhere, And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm just gonna use these the whole time. And it was like 5 of them. They're supposed to last you like a week each. I went through that bitch in like 3 days, all of them. I was like, this shit sucks. And then in the chat, Overdrip says, dudes, this man need to buy you a charger and another set of batteries. You don't have? Do you have a charger?
No.
You don't have this whole time?
Yeah.
This whole time I've known you, you don't have a charger?
I hear.
Oh man.
I got one at my friend's.
Oh, that's fair.
But
well, your dad's gonna walk in like, what is this power? Your dildo? Like.
Nah, and then like it only came with like a small ass plug, so I ended up buying like a fucking 10-foot USB like plug, so that way I don't have to like.
Wait, so you seriously are like sitting in your room and you're like sitting under bed vaping on a 10-foot USB cord to charge your batteries, and you're hitting it?
Well, it charges the batteries, but like once they're charged, I unplug it, and then once it goes down and like dies, then I'll plug it back in.
Yeah. I just imagine like I get it. It's like small amount of wattage and voltage going through that or whatever, but that's a lot of wire for. Anyways, I'm no gynecologist.
Hasn't exploded yet, so.
Oh man! So now we're gonna put a link in the chat for a GoFundMe for Cody's battery charger. No.
No, I was gonna get a 2-bay one, but they didn't have any last time I went. Because I got more batteries, but they're not charged.
Yeah.
So there's no point in me swapping them out when I'm just gonna have to plug it in anyway. So
yeah. I like the 2-bay ones, but you can't find them anywhere unless you order from like somewhere like that's not close. Being close to where we are, we get our stuff, but I don't know. I can't justify spending like $50 to get a 2-bay charger online.
Yeah, I mean. Well, because I was going to get one from Dustin, but I don't know. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's safe, though. Is it not safe, guys? I know, we're kind of clowning him just for being cheap, but, is it just not safe?
I feel like if it wasn't safe, well, I mean, not saying that it's, safe, but, if it was, super dangerous, I feel like it wouldn't work while it was plugged in. I don't know.
I know that what these ones that got the pass-through technology, I think, or something with the chips or something, so it doesn't try to overcharge a battery and work at the same time, and I think that's what might be your problem with that, if there was a problem because it short something. But I was a general mechanic for 8 years in the Army, guys, and I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about. There you go, Mowgli. Top 20 in the chat for you.
$21.
That's an 8. Yeah, Mowgli. I mean, Overdrip says it's definitely not the right way to do things.
I never said it was the right way, but
I'm just waiting for, like, you know, when.
I'm just saying, is it like bad? Like, is it like a terrible way to? Like, is it just bad for the batteries, or is it?
I think it's bad for your batteries, man.
Well, if that's the case, I don't really care that much because I've been doing it for a while and it doesn't really like.
Have you had
affect
those
it that
batteries for a
much.
long time then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've noticed that they don't like when it's unplugged, like they don't last as long. But like
I think that's what
normal.
happens. It fucks with like
That's
your battery's memory.
Normal for every battery. They're still even. Like
Yeah.
I've always kept I've always kept them married, and they're still even like charging and you know,
Yeah.
working, whatever. I don't know. I forgot the word.
Yeah. I have one battery, and this is like the first time it's happened to me since I've been like, you know, vaping and stuff. That just died. It just went out, and like so I've put it on the charger, and it does like that doesn't even like register it's there. And
I think like the very first like set that I bought when I worked there, one of them took a shit, but the other one still works fine. But also I had people that were using like mechs and stuff that would like drain one and then like not switch it between the other one, and then I just like ended up buying like it's like, all right, these ones are for like the like dual battery. I was like, these are for the mechs, whatever, just like don't use those, and for you don't use those. Like,
yeah.
After that it kind of fixed itself.
Yeah. I think you probably get better life out of your batteries, like it seems like from the chat. That's like what the gist we're getting out of it. But yeah. And Mowgli says it's never a problem until it is. Man, don't talk about my life that way. That's just how it be sometimes. But yeah. Beyond that though, you know what? We are hitting about a half hour in. Let's go ahead. I made a graphic for this. Let's do the giveaway, what we're going to do. Oh, other reasons. How's your USB port? And broke my USB port 3 times before it was too far gone to be fixed. And been using a 2-bay charger ever since. So it might be an investment for you. But let's throw up this graphic.
I don't know.
And so tonight we're going to give away a Desire Design X Mini. It's a 21700. And so if you got 18650s, you'll need a sleeve. He's just going to say shame on you. So you need a sleeve for it if you got 18650s. Like I said, I did social media work for him and stuff, so it's not the prettiest, but it should still work for you. So if you guys want, toss their X ones in the chat, and then whoever wins it, and then they'll get it. But yeah. We gave away, like, what, 2 of those before, 3 of those before, and everyone's liked them. I used one a little bit when I first got them, and it was alright. I just don't like anything that doesn't squonk. Squonking made vaping way too easy for me. Are you adding it to your cart right now?
I don't know.
Are you looking up stuff on it?
No.
Oh, man.
I don't know. It's whatever.
But yeah, and remember, if you put in more X ones, you get more of a chance to win, because I don't, like, go through the chat and scroll it. It puts into a randomizer. And I can't remember who it was. There was someone in here, like, last week. I think it was, like, Yanni. And I think she was like, oh, you got to put more than one because, like, it's the randomizer. So, yeah, make sure you put, like, 3 or 4. Or 1,000. If you play, oh, speaking of stuff, and let's talk about video games for a second. I tried Final Fantasy 15, the Royal Edition, because it was like $20 on Xbox for everything. That shit sucks. Yeah. It's terrible. That's a terrible game.
What's the newest one?
15. Newest single player one, yeah, because they just remastered what, like 7 or something. But I'll be honest, I haven't been following like Final Fantasy forever. I'm not the biggest fan. I played 10 and I thought it was good, but I thought, you know, I wanted to play something with a story, and I was like, all right, cool, blah blah blah, you know, because usually their stories are pretty good, and usually they're like really good looking games. Man, this shit is like someone put like SpaghettiOs together with like fucking minestrone soup and then tried to say it was like a fucking cake. That shit was terrible. But yeah, the handling on the controls is trash. Like it makes you go. It doesn't make you, but you do the tutorial, you know, and you gotta do the stuff to beat it. And it's like, oh, press this button to warp over here, and like it doesn't work. But yeah, that's just my gripe of the week. That's what grinds my gears this week.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played it. I've had friends that played it, and they said it was like the shit. And I was like, all right, whatever. But I think I've only played one Final Fantasy, and it wasn't even like I played it. It was like someone had it, and I played it for like 5 minutes, and I was like, this is trash.
Yeah.
But it was like ones that were like
Exhibit.
early PS2 days. So
Yeah.
they were like, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on right now, so I'm just gonna not play this.
Dude, it was like, at first I was like, alright, the graphics weren't that great, but it came out like a year or two ago, and I was like, alright, cool, that's not a big deal. I still play Fallout New Vegas. Obviously, I'm not that big of a graphic guy. So anyways, like, go into it, and then, like, I had no idea what's going on. First year, like, they have all their characters, and I think they do this in every game. So they have, like, these big, buff, brooding characters, and their voices like, oh, yes, we shall do it, haha, and they sound like Mickey Mouse, you know? And then, so it just doesn't line up. And then, like, the whole context of the story, it went into this weird cinematic when I, like, fell asleep, and it didn't tell me it was, like, the main story. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And then all of a sudden, like, these giant robots started pooping on people. Not literally pooping, but, like, killing people or something. I don't even know what I'm talking about, and I watched it. That's how bad this game is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, never played it. Can't really say.
Yeah. I know that...
Yeah, I know graphics are like a huge deal for some people, but it's not a big deal. Like you said, I'll play Fallout New Vegas over like a bunch of different games. Skyrim is probably my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
That one, like, looks decent. You can download mods that make it look incredible, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's still not like it's not what I'm there for.
Yeah.
Not even in the slightest. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. If the story is good enough, the graphics can look like crap. Like, I started playing Gears of War again, like the old ones, like the original, like Trio. And, like, the graphics aren't great, but I was like, and I started to realize that, man, I just like games that look like crap, if that makes sense. I was like, I like all the Bethesda, I like the Fallout games, you know, except for, like, 4 and everything beyond that. I like New Vegas.
I think it kind of comes down to, like you don't really care about graphics, especially if you're like playing on like I recently I hooked up my N64, and I was like playing like Smash Brothers and fucking Mario Party 2, on like some shit that's older than me pretty much, and I was like, it doesn't really matter that the graphics are shitty. I was like, the game is fun.
Yeah, as long as the game's good. And it's funny you're talking about N64. It wasn't recently. I think I always bring this up, but like, dude, I tried playing GoldenEye again, man, and that shit was the dumbest controls I've ever done in a video game. The N64 controller. I mean, I get it when it was around and it was hot, you know, you knew how to use it. But if you try and go back to do it, it's like trying to learn Latin or hieroglyphics and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I never had a problem with it, but it was. I was trying to teach my like nephew how to use the controller, and like, one, this kid doesn't know how to fucking listen. Two, it is kind of a weird controller to like understand. You're like, oh, the joystick's right in the middle, so you don't use the left side. Like, you put your hand in over here, or then it's like, yeah, you don't need the joystick. Just like hold it in the wide stance. That shit, you know. And so like I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, like, it's a very simple controller to where it seems easy enough.
Yeah.
But
I'm just complaining, you know.
But it's just not something you'd be used to.
Yeah, I'm spoiled now because everything has that same feel, whether it's like PlayStation controller, Xbox controller, or on your phone, has the two where you have your hands, your fucking X and Y axis, and that's it, you know?
Yeah.
And do all that stuff. David Moyle in the chat says Wolfenstein. Dude, that game was the shit back in the day. I remember playing, they had like Duke Nukem 3D or whatever on 64 too. And
Shit, I don't know.
Oh man, that like everyone's like, oh, it's a terrible game. It was supposed to be terrible. It's Duke Nukem.
I used to have a bunch of games, and I don't know what happened to them. Like, we used to have Mario 64, Mario Kart, freaking like Mortal Kombat, like it might have been Mortal Kombat 4 or something. I don't know. It was like an old ass one. But then there was also like Turok, where you're like the dude just running around killing dinosaurs and shit.
Dude.
That game was so hard for me as like a 7-year-old trying to play it. Like I was like, what is going on?
Anything with dinosaurs was the shit back in the day, like PlayStation 64 areas.
Oh yeah.
I remember, what was it, Tomb Raider 2 or whatever, and you went through like the weird like cave, and then you had to fight like the T-Rexes and that's older. That's way older than you. That's for sure. I don't know if you'll remember that one, but because I remember I was playing. That was before, like, that was like 1998, dude, like 97. And then, anyways, it was on PlayStation, and like there was a part of the game in like the old Tomb Raider, you know, where she had the pointy square triangle boobs, and then like you crawl through like this cave, and next thing you know, you're in like this canyon, and there's like 2 T-Rexes, there's like a bunch of Velociraptors, and like they fuck you up, man. But anything with like dinosaurs back in the day, like what was it? It wasn't like Dinosaur Hunter, but there was a game where you hunted dinosaurs and stuff. But that's like before.
Turok?
Well, there's another one too. I can't remember what it was. And they like they were talking about remastering it, I think, but I haven't seen anything since. But boy, they got Ark now. It's basically the same thing. No.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ark's. I don't know. I downloaded it because it was free or something. Like, and I was like, man, I don't know. I kind of gave it a try, and I was like, it didn't really do it for me.
Yeah.
I was just like, whatever. And then like it's hard because randomly, like, you'll just be sitting there like minding your own damn business, and then a fucking pterodactyl comes out of nowhere and just eats your shit. Like, just fucks you up, and you're like, well, fuck. And like, it's like you don't even have a bed set up yet, so you respawn like across the, like, not across the map, but like
way far away from your spot.
A decent ways away.
And you got to eat in that game and all that stuff too. Like,
oh yeah,
I hate survival games. I'll be honest with you. I like to play the games where you can sandbox it, but don't make me eat and sleep like I do that in normal life.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. They like Minecraft has that shit now, and it's like, well, had it for a while now, but like it's been like that.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, especially because it's pretty easy to get shit in that game. It's not like difficult.
Yeah.
It's a child's game, but at the same time, you can do complex shit in it.
Yeah, I saw that on Minecraft you can build a PC in it, and you can run the original Doom in it now.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? I didn't like. I know they've always done cool stuff with Minecraft, but I never expect them to do something like that, you know.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Like how they just set stuff up like that. Like, it's insane.
I just don't know how like it goes, because obviously, you know, I don't code or anything like that. It took me forever to figure out how to put scrolling text on this shit. But like, do they have to like put an emulator in there somehow? I
don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I've seen videos before. So they got this. It's called Redstone. They use it for like wiring and stuff. It's not wiring, but it's you like put it down on a block and it creates a line and it'll carry.
It's their circuit, yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen people take that and make they make like music machines. They'll make shit that like has memory systems.
I've seen that one.
It'll be like a fucking football field of like this puzzle, and you're just like, how the fuck do you follow any of this? Like, where do you even start?
I tried to do that one time where you could do the music boxes and you do them in the circuit stuff, but I'll be dead honest with you, I got so frustrated and bored I never did it again.
Yeah, I mean, I like doing I've done some more complicated shit than just like put a piston and it goes forward. Like, I've done ones where it's like a door that like it'll be like a double door that kind of like is in the wall, but then it like opens and closes itself.
It's a secret doors and all that stuff, and then like the plates and all that.
Yeah, you gotta hit like a pressure plate and a button in the right sequence for it to work.
That's why I used to play Minecraft on my Xbox. I never played it on PC. But if you ever like blew up the bottom of my worlds, they're all full of holes of just the redstone because I was too lazy to run line or anything like that. I just dug right under it and put the fucking torch, you know?
Yeah.
But we just hit 45 minutes. I'm going to toss these X1s in here and we'll get these people out of here. Yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Am I copying that? Hold on. Why isn't it copying? Oh, Doug, I do it in here.
Man,
What? What?
I don't know. I was just thinking about Mario Kart. Sorry.
Dude, they were talking about Mario Kart coming to like the phone, like the iPhone and all that stuff. And I tried it. It's not that fun.
It's not the same.
Nothing's
Nowhere
good
near
on
as
the
good.
phone.
I wouldn't say that, but at the same time, like I would say they did it wrong. Like they kind of made it weird.
Yeah.
Like it's not. I don't know. It doesn't have the same vibe, you know.
It doesn't feel as fun.
Yeah. But man, dude, Mario Kart on like the Switch, or literally any other system, like Wii, Switch, N64, like all of them. Oh, dude, especially. Probably one of my favorite Mario Karts was Double Dash on the GameCube.
Dude, GameCube Mario Kart was the best.
Dude, that one, like, I've played that so much, like, and I think that was the reason why I got good at Mario Kart, because now, like, if I play my brothers or sisters, like, I just fucking smoke them. Like, it's not even fair. But I played Double Dash so much, because my friend had a GameCube, and I'd just go over to his house, like, every day, and we
Yeah.
just... And we do the whole thing, because, like, on that one, it's, like, you can play two-player on the same cart.
Yeah.
And
And so
then
you
you'd be
have
like,
one
"Alright."
driving and one
Alright.
attacking.
Yeah, and you go, all right, hit the Z button. We're gonna switch. You can drive this one, and so we'd like switch and like, I don't know. It was fun.
They don't have any good like kart or racing games anymore like that. I know they say Crash Bandicoot's fun, but I just don't. I don't want to try it.
I was like, they still have Mario Kart, like Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, but I don't have any Nintendo systems.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't
Cody.
know. Like besides that, I'll play the realistic ones like Forza.
Yeah.
But
Mowgli
Those
dropped
good-
you a link in the chat you should check out.
those get old.
And then
Yeah, I know it's for the charger.
Gotcha. Also, Cody, choose a number between 1 and this list made it real high, 400.
I don't know, dude. 200.
200 on the dot, and we have. It's Mowgli Vapes.
What?
I'm so surprised he barely put any X1s.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mowgli, congrats. Whoop, 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 whoop. Rigged, yeah, he did say he was going to rig the election when he came in. Shout out to your boy Donnie. So, no. But yeah, Mowgli, you know what to do. Send me your info, bro. I got you on Facebook or Instagram. I know you're never on Instagram. So go ahead and shoot to me on Facebook. And I'll get that sent out to you probably within the next 6 months. I've been kind of slow on sending stuff out. I'm not going to lie. I just sent out today. I think that Drip Vibes here. Yeah, he won like 2 weeks ago, and I just barely sent it out today. So I'm glad you got one already, so you'll know what it's like when it comes in. Otherwise, thank you for being in the contest. And let's do our quick show moment, and we'll say bye. So if you guys didn't know, you can use the code Amigos20 at localvape.com, where you can get Breeze Tones coils. He has the new MTLs in stock. He has 26s, 27s, 28s, triple core aliens. You can also get them at Victory Vape if you're in Australia. You can also get them at Steel Valley Vapors if you're near Texas, right? I think they're in Texas. You can also get them at 777s. You can also get them at Rising Phoenix Vapory. You can also get them at a place that I totally forgot. Oh, yeah, Lucid RDA. And, yeah. That's all I got. Cody, you got anything to say to these people before you pass out in your chair again?
Nope. Good night. Night.
Yeah. All right, we got to let Cody get to bed so he can order his Uber Eats and pass out on it.
Nah, dude, I ain't gonna do that again until
Next time?
tomorrow, probably.
All right, man. Well, thank you for being here, Cody, and everyone in the chat. We appreciate you guys hanging out. And I should be back on Monday with the Adam and Legion, and we'll be back next Friday. Cody won't be, but we'll see what's going on. Anyways, have a great night. We appreciate you all. And then, yeah, just don't stick your dick in